Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We got some pretty fun stuff that I wanted to jump into and sort of talk about here. A few warnings to kind of get out of the way, as this last update now has confirmed something for us. I don't know if it's good or bad. More leaning on the side of a little bit more problematic if they keep it up at this pace. But a few things that I wanted to mention regarding some of the things they've added here and some of the talk that I've seen via the those little like dev interviews that they've done. I'm curious what your take is here, but we'll talk about this and burn through it. New to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Let's get straight into it. First things first. The new character is launched over here. Sagan Shinomiya, she is the newest drop. A lot of players are excited. Super cool character. She is pretty solid. Have you seen her passives and her dupe passives as well? It's like, what the hell? We also had the pickup over here dropping for Mina Ashiro. And then on top of that, we already had our first banner, which was Ichikawa. First things first. With this game, for now, it looks like they've launched their first character pretty quickly. We pretty much are kind of shocked here. The only thing that I don't know if that is what they're going to keep doing or whatnot. The thing is, they did mention that they're going to have limited characters pop up in place, and that's like your main character, actually. There are standard characters apparently dropping in the future. We know that. The thing is, I truly think that they might just go about it this way, but they launch one standard character, one limited, and so on and so forth. I don't know in how much pacing, but it sort of leaves you with that idea. Maybe pulling for any standard character may not be the best benefit here, especially if they are going at a faster rate. I don't know how they're going to kind of approach things, but Ichikawa is not a limited character. It says in the date in the pretty much like thing over here that he can appear on other banners. The only thing is, like, what does that mean, right? Like, can he appear on the standard banner, or can he just appear in future banners like him? Like, let's say Mina Ashiro reruns in 3 weeks when his banner concludes. Is he added there? They see the character and weapon listed are scheduled to appear in future pickup gachas after this one ends. But if you look at what this one says over here, it's different, right? And it seems that I asked around, like, what do you think about this? It seems that we've come to a similar consensus. It says the character listed above, as well as the 4-star weapon, shield, and the 3-star heavy-duty shield are available for a limited time in this gacha. In this gacha. They may be available in the future. Now, again, in this gacha, that's where it's limited. Character and weapon listed above, as well as the 4-star weapon, the shield, and the 3-star weapon heavy-duty shield. That means it looks like you can only pull Sagan Shinomiya exclusively on her rate-up banner when her rate-up banner exists. That's the case. But with Ichikawa over here, it's separate. He most likely will, we don't know if he's on the standard banner, we don't know about that, but he most likely will be on banners like this in the future. If you look at what her banner is, and you check the appearance rates, you have Kaiju number 8, Kikuru, you have Mina, Hoshina. Yeah, so pretty much you don't have Ichikawa here just yet. But most likely in the future, this is where he's going to be. There's a very, very, very high chance that he's added to the banner. And that's in the future, but their process is they'll take standard characters like this, put it on rate-up roster here, not on the main rate-up, but on a rate where you can pull him if you fail the 1 in 3 chance, whatever the rate is. That's how it's going to work. But for her, you might have to be only exclusively pulling for limited characters, because remember, you're now dependent on what? If they don't get added everywhere, which we're thinking that's the point of limited, they are forcing you pretty much to pull only when a rate-up occurs. Now you're at the mercy of them. When they choose to drop a rerun, that's where it is. And if they don't like screw us in you know, the case of dropping multiple banners too quickly, the goal would be theoretically to never ever pity a standard character because you can get them elsewhere. Then the theory would be just pity the limited characters and go for them. Or again, pull unlimited banners and see how that works, and mainly focus on them while having standards as your standards. Again, we're going to have to see once Ichikawa, so 9/18 we have our confirmation. 10 days from now we'll have our confirmation. If Ichikawa gets added to the standard or to the other rate-ups when a new banner picks up, then that's that confirmation that you're looking for, saying, hey, in the future he is obtainable, and it's fine to skip maybe standard characters and mainly focus on this. But that's the big thing. So it's a plan that will be there kind of for your pity and such, and how you take care of things there. But beyond that, the other point that I wanted to mention is don't pull for rerun characters at all, ever. There is literally no point. This game has high enough rates that I never want to ever see you pull on a rate up, unless like you're a giga whale. If you're like whaling out hundreds of dollars into this game, that is mainly all like that's the only use for you is that, right? never ever do it otherwise. I would 100% guarantee, because there's no point, correct? Whatever it is, it's just a rate up gacha. It drops the character at the same rate up, which is 1%, which is again not that much. It's a 1 in a 3, and then for the weapon, 1 in a 5. Not worth it, like billion times over. Please avoid these banners, especially because again, you have high enough rates everywhere else to pull. You have a 3% SSR rate, 5% weapon rate. There is still a good chance you're pulling them over on these banners, because then again, there's a chance that you're not pulling Sagan, right? 2 out of 3. Every time you pop this, it could be, again, a different SSR. So there is no point going there. And then obviously with this game and how many standard pulls you get, sure, it dries up after a little bit, but with the constants, there's no point in pulling those banners. So that's kind of where we stand. We did get our, again, first recycle here when it came to the new content and such, but it sucked balls. Let's be very honest here. Your content update brought Saga and Shinomiya, so theoretically, content should have came with it. Really, what did you get in freebies? You picked up the Shinomiya rewards here, which is, 50 currency. 50 currency. You did pick up a rerun trial battle, which is 50 currency, so we're at 100, baby. We're kicking. You didn't pick up any login event. You didn't pick up any raid battle. You did pick up a character story. That's great. That's 30, 90. Oh my god, so generous. And then you did pick up a main story. But again, through all of this, it's truly not enough with the game and how it's currently going. So I just hope that they sort of have more events planned, because again, we know that there is the limited trials coming soon, which is over here, right? We're getting our limited set of these fierce battles, so I hope that they're like stacked with rewards. Then you are also getting another, right, fierce battle. Yes, fierce battle has a decent amount of rewards, but raid battle. Yeah, it has a decent amount of rewards, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah, they did mention that they had a login event planned every update. I'm curious on where our login event for this update was, but they could be waiting. Maybe like 3 million or 4 million or 5 million dollars is achieved, they kick up another login event. But at the rate the game is going right now, it's gonna be a little bit rough to sort of tackle if it's that continuous we're pulling on that many characters and that many releases at one time, which, especially for a game like this, I don't think they have the way to do that. I still think that character-wise, they don't have enough in the IP to milk. You know what I mean? Especially, they've only made 3 OCs so far. I'm just curious on why this one was kicked up so early. If it was like a banner every 2 weeks, genuinely that's fine, especially for a game like this, because players really want to see some more characters outside of whatever we got. So that's the kind of take there. But so far they haven't really given any gift codes or anything like that. But we'll see in the future what they have in store for us. So for right now, limited banners seem to be the benefit. Get your pity ready for them, especially. Freebies in this update were not the best. Should have been a little bit more, especially with Sagan dropping and her existing as like the main raid up. I hope in the future, if anything, all they got to do is if they make like maybe more of a permanent shop system here, where you have the encounter stone. But if they were to like make this where it's not limited, some games have that where you can take like a different sort of currency that's not just encounter stone and sort of go about it that way. Which I hope in the future that could be there, or maybe update like Expedition Shop, add some more stuff over here, or maybe other things associated. Just add some areas where it's more farmable and such. Because again, your daily gives you like, yeah, not much. I think like 50 currency or something like that. Not much, bro. So we'll see what they have in store for us. But for now, just be aware about the limited banners and everything going forward. All right.